Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crypto Scene Investigation, where we have a look at projects and ask ourselves, is this worth investing into? Just a little disclaimer, this is not to be considered as financial advice. It should only be used for entertainment, inspirational, and educational purposes. Yes, so today we're going to be looking at Karashi. Karashi, however you pronounce it, do not know how to pronounce it. But apparently Karashi is actually a Swedish rock band, rap rock. Anyway, so these guys were a little bit hard to find information on, so it's going to be a little bit weird this one today. So as you can see, you're probably like, yo, Mr. Man, where the heck is the chart? There is no chart, because this coin is not officially released onto the market yet, from what I have been able to see. So we can't find really anything, so it doesn't currently have a rank according to the coin market cap. So let's actually find out what makes Karashi unique. Well, actually, let's find what is first. One platform with different core components. Actually, I'll save that stuff because we can read through that on the actual homepage. It's very fascinating. We, the team, address Karashi platform application, focused on adoption of cryptocurrency, user frictions, and barriers in the way of mass adoption, starting with plans to create a complete private chat application in May 2021. So these are a little bit older, and we'll also have a look at some other stats to find out why. Until half of September 2021, the platform has developed into a unique. I feel like you don't use "and" before the word unique. And unique mobile application and cryptocurrency project incorporating extremely new, less than a year, technology and development. So let's actually read the part of the website. So this isn't the main thing I want you to see, but there is something called the concept, which is this one here. Crypto wallet, non-custodial, decentralized. So this is essentially like kind of like the other wallets, like I guess Exodus, MetaMask, and all the rest of them. VPN layer 2 encryption. This is quite cool. So I believe that they are making, or they have their own VPN. Don't know if it's going to cost or anything. I haven't seen anything regarding pricing, but free VPNs. Who wants to deny that? Browser incognito. I mean, this is kind of sad. I mean, Brave browser does something similar. I mean, I'm currently using the Brave browser, where they kind of have similar anonymity in that kind of way. So get 100% privacy by combining Karashi browser with the Karashi VPN. So yeah, so that's pretty standard. So these things which I'm looking at are things which are already out on the market, which doesn't make me super hyped for it. But we'll continue looking. We'll continue reading. Airdrops, rewards, loyalty. Loyalty is not a word, but anyway, I don't think it is. So essentially, from what I understand, these guys help you participate in like airdrops and things, right? So that's pretty cool. So chat, so E2E and crypto privacy. So there are other softwares out there which do also do something similar to this as well. But I guess the fact that maybe these, I think one of the things is that, and I mean, I haven't found much to back this up yet. So I mean, remember, so one thing I do want to say with my videos is that if you guys find out any information which goes against what I'm saying, or you have any information which can elaborate more on what I'm saying, then please write it in the comments. Don't just say, yo, you suck, you are wrong, like this project's awesome. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me what you know. Give me the information. I will be interested in changing my opinion based on the facts which I receive and which I see, okay? That's what we're about here. DEX, decentralized, confidential. So yeah, so decentralized exchange, DEX, DEX, sorry. Yeah, Launchpad, IDO, multi-chain. So this is probably what I was more meaning by that, by little airdrop rewards, loyalty. So that's something a little bit like the Bluezilla, Cedarfy, and those guys, right? So they kind of do like that sort of thing from my understanding. Yeah. So anyway, that's sort of my grasp of that. So this is back to the main page, crypto wallet, non-custodial. So yeah, so as we can see, we got the sort of standard things, Launchpad, that's what it's called, Launchpad. Integration. So these are And this kind of brings up us to one of the interesting things. This currently, I have seen no partners with these guys. So we can see media, review, Trustpilot, and like Business Insider. Those are all pretty standard, right? But here's something which is a bit of a red flag for me. I have not seen or found any partnerships from these guys. Haven't seen or found any partnerships from these guys or with these guys or who they're interested in partnering with. So that's one thing which is a bit of a red flag for me, because I want to know that that there are other top guys who are within the market that are also interested in investing in this little shebang, right? Yeah, so let's get down to a bit of the complex things. So as you can see, I've got 4 links for these. So I've got 2 of that, 2 of that. That's because on CoinMarketCap, this is their contract for the Ethereum network. But a part of their sale details, this is actually their contract, and this is from the Binance Smart Chain. So that kind of makes this a bit interesting. So we have a look. So the first one, risky. So this is the Ethereum one. So it says Honeypot was unable to sell. So that's dodgy, right? Like, we want to be able to sell it, but that could be. So I think that one thing which it does say, I believe it's on Token Sniffer where it says this token appears to be unsellable. Ignore for pre-sale or contract with bot prevention. So I believe that because these guys haven't officially released their coin onto the marketplace, and they do have this fat roadmap talking about what they actually have and what they or where they intend to go next, because they've got their IDO, so they'll probably be happening according to this around about, or the launchpad development starts then. So this is sort of one of those where it's like, if you were jumping mega early into the project, then this could be one of those which maybe takes off like 2+ years down the track, because currently the coin is worth at about 0.06 USD, well, convert it from USD to whatever, per coin / token. So yeah, so those are some kind of interesting things. So holders 2820. So it looks like we do have holders in there. What about for this one? So holders 3231. So I believe that these are probably just more based on the place / network which you buy these on, because it says only 1 currency purchase per user max. So essentially you can only really like choose to buy on like one of these, right? That's kind of how I understand that. And so they've got a little lockup and release schedule, which I did not see. Oh yeah, so this actually shows how long these will be locked up for. So we have so the people who bought at stage 1, we're currently sitting at stage 2 according to the main homepage, which will be lasting for the next 7 days. And then we have stage 2, which is a 6-month lockup, so 16.66% each month. And then sales stage 3. So it's quite interesting how it just sort of keeps going up, which I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of sweet. The only problem is, as I say, from what I've seen, I haven't personally found their. Actually, I'll see if I can find anything which actually shows how the market has been. So I've tried doing a little bit of hunting. I can't find anything. Yeah. So I thought I might have been right with that, but we can't actually see anything which actually shows where the kind of coin's price may be right now. But as I say, I believe that this is in the very early stages, because it seems like, according to the actual roadmap, which, by the way, so I know I'm going through a lot of things, but this roadmap is one of the most incredible / impressive roadmaps I have ever seen a business do, or any cryptocurrency do. Like, I haven't seen any which has been this impressive. In fact, my favorite thing about this is right here. Look at that. Q1 to Q2, 2023. These guys are thinking years ahead, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, and so I think that is tremendous. I think that's wonderful. The mainnet, Karashi VPN. So we are part of the ICO stage 2. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I feel like I feel like I only really have good things to say about the roadmap. But here is one problem with the roadmap. I can't see anything which really says to me this is gonna be the best. Like, okay, that looks good. Mainnet staking smart contract plus UI in Karashi wallet. That sounds good, right? That is a good time. iOS platform development, cool. Um, but yeah, from what I see, I mean, a lot of these things are quite standard. So there's probably some of the higher market cap coins have already implemented a bunch of these things. So what I'm sort of looking for when it comes to this coin is what do they do, which is different. So what makes Karashi unique, right? And I mean, I haven't seen anything so far which kind of makes me be like, yes, this is going to be the next unique big thing, which is a shame. But I think that these guys are definitely trying to do something with the world. So let's go back to our standard BSC checks and token sniffer. So yes, token supply. I mean, I'm not too fussed about these, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you can't sell it, and I mean the fact that, you know, like 21%, 25%, 18%. We will be having a look at the tokenomics as well, though. So that's with the ETH contract. This is with the BSC contract. And I mean, I'm assuming that this little shebang here is okay. So it says contracts. So yeah, so that would be a part of the that should be a part of the token release. So I'm not really too concerned or worried about that neither. So although it says seems scam, I would say that there are other reasons for me to believe why I don't think it was that scam. Now this audit says 0 out of 10. Oh, okay, so this one was deployed on the 9th of May. And this one was deployed on the 7th of September. Okay, cool. So when it comes to, okay, so I feel like the Binance Smart Chain is better to purchase into as opposed to the ETH one. And maybe this might actually show a little bit of buying and selling. Look at that. We got a little bit of buying and selling. That's look at that fluctuation. Holy bananas. So you've definitely seen various X's from this. So yeah, so at least we know that this is buyable and sellable. Buy, sell, wonderful. We know that the Binance Smart Chain is not considered to be a. So yeah, I mean, it is good that you know it's not the sort of thing. So, so there has been similar token contracts, as you know, I kind of already guessed. Source does not contain a plausible contract. Which is interesting because I believe they have that little lockup period. So I felt like, yeah, where's the lockup period? Adequate liquidity present. Not enough liquidity is present, which could potentially cause high slippage and other problems when swapping. Ignore for pre-sale. Yes. So I still, like, me personally, I'm kind of still considering this within the pre-sale round, especially the fact that they currently have one of their ICOs happening. So stage 2 of their, I believe it is their 3-stage ICO, if I'm correct. So stage 1, 2, 3, and then that's, yeah. So I believe that stage 3 will be the last stage of the ICO. Yeah. So that's kind of cool, I guess. So their white paper seems pretty standard for a white paper. The usual business. This is their tokenomics, public sale, 35%. So you've got pre-sale, so you've got seed round, pre-sale, public. So remember, so what we want to aim for when it comes to team allocation, we want it to be under like 30%. So this is 12% for the team, but for me personally, I would likely consider the 18% and the 15% as a part of for the team. So which would then leave us at about 48%? No, 53? No, I'm probably getting the numbers wrong. 40. Oh gosh, I don't know. Anyway, sorry guys. So yeah, yeah. So in terms of that, so it's actually 45%. So 45%, kind of goes towards that sort of thing. So. Question that we always ask ourselves, is this a rug pull? I don't think this is a rug pull, folks. There's a chance that it could be. We'll continue looking at a few more stats, so I'll probably just go through them quite quickly because we don't want this video to be too long. So we'll exit out of that. They don't have a subreddit yet. Try to look for one. They don't have one. Quarashi Network, not much popularity in the last 30 days. So 1,000 followers, and that's out of 38,000. So there hasn't been much talk about it. So either it's been very low or don't really know what's happening. I had a look on here, so their Twitter is alive-ish, but it feels like they've paid for some of their comments. Not gonna lie, it definitely feels like some of their comments have been paid for. Yeah, as in like they just sort of like took out a few things. I mean, like you have two people who I don't know, don't have their pictures, and then you have like, I mean, what's this? These guys are tagging all of the same people. Like, what the heck, dude? Like, what is that, man? Like, I don't know. It just, yeah, I don't know. That looks suspicious to me, to be honest. So these guys are from Romania, by the way. Okay, so these are some of the Google Trends. So they had a bit of, so that's how high it's been in the last 12 months, which is pretty alright, man. That's pretty alright. The last 30 days, though, I mean, like, they've pretty much been dead for most of the time, dude. Like, nobody's really been looking into them, which, I mean, doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing, but I mean, for them to be having an ICO, I would have expected, like a bit of an uptrend, like going like that or something like that, right? Yeah, so other things. So we'll actually have a look at some of the founders. One of the problems is I couldn't find anything I couldn't find any interviews with these guys. That bugged me, because we want to be able to see the interviews with them as well, right? But we don't see any, so I don't know what these guys sound like. I know what they look like. Their team, they look like they have some pretty impressive things. I'm quite impressed with their things. So this guy who's been the founder, so he's mostly been working for so Nail Art Solutions. I mean, vintage retail store with antiques and decorations and stuff, and suddenly he decided to do Karashi. But he actually did come from a mining background. Well, mining in the sense that he owns some mining machines and everything. Madalena, similar, so she actually worked at the same place. So she's in charge of digital marketing. Now, I'm probably going to be a little bit kind of rude with this one, but their digital marketing, either they are waiting until their project is a lot more fleshed out, or, yeah, just I think that the marketing department just kind of really needs to work more on this sort of things. I mean, they look like cool marketers. Like, you have this guy who's the marketing manager. He's been marketing coach, and he's had other things, PR and events manager. So they're not people who they aren't just like some randies on like the street or whatever. So they are like they have a little bit of background. But yeah, Abraham. So he's quite cool. He's been, I think, doing the sort of engineering for about 5 years, and Coastin, which, I mean, I'm not really minding that he's not showing his face, but if you want to see his face, there it is. Yeah, and so he's also been doing sort of web development and web design and everything. So yeah, here are my final thoughts on this. Should you invest in it? Don't know. That is up to you. I think if you are going to invest in it, it's probably going to be one of those long hold ones, which would be probably for like over a year or a few if you are going to invest. But yeah, honestly, yeah, I'm probably not going to invest in this, because I personally would think that there are some other probably better projects out there for me personally. Things which are making this more. So my hesitations are the no partner, the fact that we haven't really seen much talk about it, marketing is not doing very good, and the fact that we don't have any interviews with them. But the upsides is that these guys are actually trying to create a whole bunch of different products and software. They have a beautiful website. I've never seen a website with this thing, but it's pretty as heck. So they have a beautiful website. They are trying to essentially get into some of the right places, which I think is awesome. And so they are trying to sort of do bridges and interconnections and everything. And so they're also wanting to, be like a Dex, Launchpad, AirDrop. So I think they have quite a high, a high goal of what they want to do and where they want to go. But I think if you're going to invest in these guys, probably expect to hold for the long term. At least more than 2 years would be my guess. And yeah. Anyway, guys, that is my video. I'm sorry that this is over 20 minutes long. I try to make them under 20, but, you know, information doth not ceaseth. So this is my Patreon. Please like and subscribe to this video, because that'd be cool. Yeah, if you want to join and get special fan requests and vote for projects that you want videos on, I'm all theirs, kings and queens. Well, talk to you later. Thanks for coming.